Wire Lady TV every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are back. We've had a couple weeks off for vacation. I hope everybody had a great holiday. And today I had a special request from, I think her name is Kate. It's one of those usernames that is a little bit ambiguous. So if it was you, Kate, thank you for your request for the camels. So I did a bunch of sketches and we are going to flip the screen and get started making camels. So we're just going to flip that screen, come around, and then I'm going to pull the video up on the computer so I can see, and hopefully you guys can see the templates there. I will just pull up the video and we will get started. And I usually like to start with 20 gauge wires, so I've got some wire there. And I usually do, you know, one or two designs on the live stream and troubleshoot as I go. I love you guys, your suggestions. That's always something fun. Today I made bookmark with elephants on as a tutorial. So sometimes I can do tutorials, sometimes I can do live streams. So just depending on where we're at with that and how complicated the designs are. So let's go and pull up the video and see where we're at. So, oh, Peggy's first. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Amber. How are you? Thank you. Oh, good. You guys can see the sketches. So I'm going to pull my seat down a little bit. And I have my pliers. Hi, Louise. Nice. So we have a few people hopping on. We're going to get my wires all ready. And I usually like to start pretty simply with the live stream, so we'll do like a warm-up. I have all my, oh, that's 20, I have 22 gauge, I have 20. I'm just pulling up all my wires here, so 20. So I do have some basic wires, and then I thought if I do some of these little things on the back that we can do some colorful ones. So there's the 2-hump camel, and then the dromedary 1-hump camel. So, and then there's other ones with lots of designs. So it's just figuring out where we're going, popping in and out. No problem whatsoever. That's the way we roll here. So if you guys have to come and go, that's no problem. And you can always watch the replays. So maybe we'll start with a simple-ish one. I kind of like the idea of this one, like super simple. And then we can go on to some of the other ones. And this actually would work well as a bookmark. But with the bookmarks, I try not to have too many overlapping pieces, but that would actually make a really good bookmark if we didn't do any overlapping pieces. So I do like that idea. We can always do like a simple one and then something like that as well, because this could just hook right into the book. That would be so cute. Okay, so let's just get started with this. I'm just going to get some 20 gauge wire. If I was going to do the bookmark, I probably would use 18 gauge wire. So I'm going to go ahead and just get some copper wire, and I will get a pencil, and I'm going to get a ruler so I can measure the wire. So we have a little bit of an idea how much wire to use. And I'm also going to see, maybe get some 18 gauge in case I do want to do the bookmark. So we've got 18 gauge, we've got 20 gauge, and we're just going to get going. And like I said, if you guys have to come and go, if you have to multitask, it's no problem at all. So let's go ahead and just start with about, we can have a little guess, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches, about 12. So I'm going to just go ahead and get about 20 inches to be sure. I might even need more than that. So 20, yeah, maybe I'll do 24 to be sure. Better too much than too little. So I'll just get 24 gauge or 24 inches of the 20 gauge wire, and I'm going to clip it. And I hope everybody had a great holiday. Let me know if you were making stuff on your holiday and what you were making. So I've been doing a lot of crocheted wire, which has been really fun. So times 20 gauge. And I'm going to be doing more tutorials for the crocheted wire. They're really fun. So now I'm just going to, because I know one of the ends is going to be there, so I'm just going to leave a little bit of an end, and I'm just going to go ahead and start following the template. So we're going to go around here. And then the templates are always available in my Etsy shop after the live stream, and be sure to use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% when you buy any 5 templates, tutorials, or ebooks in my shop. So there, we've got a lot in there now. I've got quite a few books, quite a few templates. So if you guys need something specific to and it's not there, just let me know. Like the bookmark, that was a special, the elephant bookmark was a special request. So anytime you need something different, just let me know. Actually, I just had a request for a T-Rex face with a crystal or like a stone. So that's going to be interesting. That was for a lady requested for her grandson. So I'll be working on that probably this week as well. And yeah, that'll be really fun. So now you could do the mouth if you want or not. You don't have to do the open mouth. So I'm just going to bring this down here and then try the loopy loop thing. So we're going to bring that one to the back. I'm going to bring this over here and just do a little bit of a loop. I like those little loop things. They're kind of cool. It just gives it a little bit of detail. So we're going to bring that one around and down. And then this one down. So you can, if you prefer not to use your tools, you can do that too. We're just going to bring it around. Keep it really loose. Connie, how are you? Happy New Year. Nice to see you. Hope you had a great holiday. So we're going to bring this one down here and another one down here. Okay, and we're just going to keep going around. Yeah, the holiday went really fast, that's for sure. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to go around here. Hard to believe it's already 2025. So these are just funny little, I mean, I can make them thinner than that, but I'm just playing around doing this kind of a more loopy design. And you can just really play around with these, have fun with them, and just go for it. So these are based on some clip art that I found on Canva, and then I also put my own spin on it to make it doable in wire. So that's the key, is trying to translate a design in a way that it can be done out of wire, because you have to think of a continuous line drawing, which is not always easy. So you're going to bring this one around here and around, and follow the template if you like, or just freeform it. So there we go. We can bring it, maybe we have to bring that one down a little bit more, but see, you can always just adjust it around here. And then we need to do some kind of tail thing. So maybe around here. Reminds me a little bit of the giraffe. And then just bring this one down here. Just keep it super simple around here. And sometimes it's nicer to do without tools because you have a more of a loose design. And then you want to bring this up for the camel's hump around here. See how high we want it to go. There we go. So put it back on the template, bring it around, and just play around. Now, I don't know like how much we want the spiral to go down, if we want to go it down below there or just down to there. I think I'm just going to do it like that. I don't really like it going down below. I'm just going to bring it around like that, because you could cross it, or we could just keep it super simple. And this, if you were doing a bookmark, this part could definitely become the bookmark part. I'm just going more free form because I don't want it to be too much like a perfect spiral. So I'm just really free forming it here. And then we're going to have to attach that. Now, if this is going to be too wobbly, I guess we could attach it at the back as well, or we could just go ahead and clip it. I'm just really having fun with this. You could put wouldn't that be fun to do like a crystal or something in there, a stone? That would be really neat. Perfect. Copper, yes, sorry, this is 20 gauge copper. And I usually like to start the live stream designs with the 20 gauge. It's a good medium size, but I was thinking if you were to make a bookmark, you could use 18. So now to get this, because it's sticking out, I'm going to push it in a little bit, just down, push it back a little bit so it sits flat. And then we want the neck to come down. And then we have to see where the neck is going to go. So we're going to, almost looks like, doesn't it look more like a snail? It's a snail camel. So we're going to go down here and then just attach it maybe around here. Okay, and then we're going to just help that bend with the flat pliers, stick it in there, and then bring this to the back. Okay, we're going to bring that one to the back, give it a good little tug, and keep it clean. We're just going to clip that here and pinch that in and just give it a good little pinch right in there. Okay, pinch that. There we go. Perfect. So that's, yeah, now I see it's definitely looking a bit like a camel, but, or I mean a snail camel, but that's okay. So this is kind of funky. I don't know if I bother would do the, I mean, this could be, if you want to do a bookmark, just put these maybe more separate. So there's no, I prefer not to have any overlap, but you could, this could be a bookmark and bring it in like that. So then that looks a little bit more like a camel, but that's really cute. So there's one snail cast. That's so cute. I like that. Yes, that's a mutant snail camel thing. So that's number one. So we're getting warmed up here, and we could also do a 2-hump one as well. And then I do like the idea of doing one with a thing on its back. So let's go ahead and actually, I should have pulled it up, but I had a design for a camel that I did 30 years ago for the National Gallery in Ottawa. They commissioned me to make a whole bunch of earrings for their gallery shop, and I made camels. Let me just look on my Facebook to see if I search it. I might have a sketch of it, but I also might not, and it's probably deep in my archives of things, so I don't know if I'd be able to find it or not, but I had a sketch that I had done, oh gosh, years ago. I'm not going to be able to find it, so let me get a pencil, and it was something, oh, I should have found it because that would be good to do. I forget what it was, just like, I'm going to have to find it again because it was, oh, I'm just getting like a memory of what it looked like, and it would have had like the legs and like that, and then like that. I'm gonna have to dig it up somewhere because I bet I have it somewhere in the archives. So let me I'm just gonna look it up again just to be sure. Sometimes you never know when these things might turn up. No, it was so long ago, and it was before the internet, so I probably do not have, unless in my Etsy shop I had them at one point. Let me just check. I'm gonna go in listings. It's certainly not something I make anymore. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I have a bookmark that I made. Let me just take a picture. And so that might have been based on, here, I'll show it to you. It's an old listing that's no longer there on Etsy. So here's the camel as a bookmark. That's so funny. Wow. Okay, so let me just bring up the live stream again here. Yeah, so that was fun. So that's another idea too. So I'm gonna put that at the side. I wish I could remember what the earrings actually look like. But I do like the idea of doing something like that. So let's just go ahead and get more 20 gauge wire. And this one, how much wire do we have left from the other one? Not a whole heck of a lot. So we almost used the full amount. And now I'm going to get maybe 18 inches. And we're going to try to do maybe a small earring or something. If I find it, the picture, I will definitely share it. But this is also cute too, very simple. But I do like, I think I like the idea of doing more than one leg on each, at the front and back. So I'm going to just pull up that photo again so I have it as a reference. And here we go. Okay. And where would I finish the design? That's the question. Probably somewhere near the top. So I always like to do, when I do my stuff, to do a little eye just for fun. So let's just take this, and we want the eye small. So you start it with that and you just really, really pull it in there. Okay, and then bring it out and bring it. This might look funny. Bring it right in. And then they have a little like kind of chin thing like a horse. And then we're going to bring it down. And then it has to curve around for the neck. And then from here, we'll have to do some leg things. So just to get the kind of shape, but not, I don't want them too big because I want this to be pretty small. So, and then how do these look? They've got, I guess they've got kind of hoof type things. Hoofs. There we go. And back and back. And then make this one kind of behind. So we're just going to do the same thing. Am I still on screen? Yeah. So here and there and there and up. Okay, so there we've got those ones, and then we're just going to do kind of the belly down like that. And then over here, let me look at my picture again. Yeah, I didn't do too much detail. So let's just go ahead. Maybe this one will also be to the back. And then we need like that. And then there. And back. They're always hard to do these kinds of legs and stuff for horses and animals. It's hard to get them to look realistic because the shape is really important. And then I'm not working from a photo here. I'm working from my sketches. So if my sketches are off, then it's sort of a lost cause. So we're just going to go like that. Here, bring it up over a bit, little more there, and then fix this up, and then there, and then kind of do a little hoof. Hoof sounds so weird. I think it's hoof. Okay, so we're going to bring that one around here, and something like that, which looks not great, but it's not too bad. So we've got that. And then we want to bring this up and do the tail. Okay, so we need the tail. And the tail is going to be pretty simple down here. And then just, I guess you can curve it out a little bit more to give it a little more whimsy. And then do this part of the tail. And make sure I don't lose my image. Okay. Push that in, down, and up. Okay, perfect. There. I'm already thinking about what I can do for the next 10-day challenge. We had really fun with the 10-day wire weaving challenge. That was surprisingly fun because you guys know I'm not a big wire weaving person, but I did enjoy that. I really did enjoy that. So the next challenge, I'm not quite sure what I will do one or two art challenges first on my art channel. Those ones I've already started. I've already started filming them. So I'm excited for that. But the next wire challenge will probably be in April or something. I'm gonna take a breather a little bit, and then of course Live Wires for the Win will do call for entry next fall, and that'll be in January of 2026. So lots coming up, lots and lots. So here's our camel. We're going to bring this around for the neck. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with this. And now we have to do our humps. Humps. There, we're going to go up and over. So probably it'll hang from this hump. And then what we want to do here is bring this one around. Okay. And then bring it up for that hump. So how big do the humps have to be? I have to bring that over a little bit. I guess we want it quite high. Maybe not too high though. Bring that one over a little bit. And maybe around here. So we're going to bring that one up and over. And then this one will kind of go down like that. So there's one. Make sure it's in the right position. Okay. I should probably be like following the template, but I didn't. So this one, I'm not sure I like that little bend there. I think I'm just going to move it over a little bit more. And maybe this hump is too high now. So we're going to see. Bring that one up. And up. Perfect. And then bring it down. And then I'm going to do another one of the dromedaries, but with a thing on his back. So let's see if that's in the right position here. That one goes up, down. And maybe this is down too much though. We don't want it, we don't want it too low. This doesn't make sense. Okay, so we're going to bring it up here a little bit more, because it doesn't make sense to have it too low on the back either. Okay, so we're going to bring that one over here. I have to stay in here. I have to leave. No problem, Louise. Thanks for hopping on. And if you want to make a camel, you can watch the replay for sure. So that's awesome. And I'm going to bring this one in here. Yeah, I always appreciate when you guys just hop in and say hi, even if you can't stay. It's no problem at all. I understand. They're a little long. I'm kind of just troubleshooting these ideas. So if you want to just come and go, and that's perfectly fine. I do love it when you say hello though. So here's that one. And then now we need to do the other hump. And because I'm going to finish it at the top, I'm going to put a loop here to hang it so it'll be centered. Although I'm wondering if it would look better if we just do the hoops and then bring it down. But I think when I did let's see, no, that one I did a different way, but I think because you could hang it from the ear, but then it's just going to like fall down a little bit. So you can do it either way. I think you can finish it at the top if you prefer, or you could finish it on this hump. Let me see what it's going to look like if I do this hump and bring it down. It's always good to experiment, because if you bring this one, and bring it down, okay. Okay, if we do that one and bring it down, and then we can go back up, and then we can maybe just finish it at the top. That would also be an idea, to finish it up here, and then you wouldn't have this funny thing on the hump. It would be a little smoother transition. The other thing you could do is you could bring it down and do like a little collar thing here. That might be interesting. So if we brought this down here, okay, what if we did that? We You just bring this one around here and then bring this one to the back. I'm trying to think of the way to make it the most smooth looking possible. So if we did that to there, now see, these look a little high. They're not supposed to be higher than the head, I don't think. They're pretty close though. Okay, so let's just bring that one down. There. And there. Yeah, so don't worry about, you know, the proportions of this one. You can definitely adjust it as you want. So say we wanted to bring this one out. This wire is going to be too long. So let's cut a couple of inches. What did we say, 18 altogether? So we're going to keep these and put this one in here. Okay, so there's that and that. And let's just see how much we want to bring that one in. So that looks a little bit better. It's a little more smooth. So what I'm going to do now is just clip that end of this one. Make sure I don't clip through two wires. I've done that before. And pinch this one in. There we go. Okay, so there's that. And then this one, I'm going to bring it in a little bit more. I should have been a little tighter. So then you've got a little loop there, which isn't too bad because you could turn it into a kind of a, not a collar, what do you call that? Like a little, this type of thing. A rein, you could turn it into a rein. So either you could bring it and bring it back right up. Like say you could bring it up like a rein like that. That looks a little funny though. So what I might do is just either clip it, 100% clip it, or you could bring it down. You could bring it down to make a kind of a collar thing. But say we want to just make it look clean, we could just clip it. So what have we got there? We've got 2, 4, I'm going to just say, let me just clip this so it doesn't get in the way. Okay. So how much wire did we cut off? We started with 18, 3, and we cut off about 6. So it's, well, I would cut longer than 12 inches though, because you don't want to not have enough. So this one, I would say, maybe, let's just say 15 inches, because you never know, someone might make it a little bigger. So let's do that. Okay, so now, oh, and that's another thing, I have to stop saying so, because I've been having to edit it out of my videos. I notice I say so all the time, and it's just a filler word. It doesn't mean anything, and I have to stop saying it because it just takes me a lot of time to edit my videos when I have to find all the so's and cut them out. I remember having to cut a lot of out of live wires for the win when we were judging, but the so's are just annoying, so I have to cut those out. So here's, no, I did it again, but awareness is the key. There is our camel. Mirta, camelos, cool, I love that. Okay, camel number 1, camel number 2. It's actually a camel snail. Connie gave it a good name. And now let's do one with a thing on the back. That would be fun. So either chunky like that or more like that. This is kind of funky. It's very graphic. It's very outliney. So why don't we try that one? Because the other ones are a little more fluid. And I am going to get some wire. Let's also start with, I'm thinking probably about 18 gauge, 18 inches, because it doesn't have a super lot of detail. Okay, so let's write that down. This one, 20 gauge, 18 inches. Okay, and this one I'm actually going to write 13 to 15 because which was plenty. Aw, the hearts. Aw, thanks guys. I like those hearts. And now let's do, oh, this one doesn't even have a tail. I don't know how that happened. Unless we finish it here and put a tail on it. That's another idea too, is to finish it at the back and put a tail. So if we're going to do that, could do that. This we can add after. So why don't, no, don't say so. Let's just turn this and bring it up around and actually follow the template now. Let's do that. Let's try to follow the template. There we go. Okay, and then up. Okay, and then do the ears. There we go. Yeah, so let me know what the weather's like where you guys are. It's very cold in Montreal currently. We're having a bit of a cold spell, which, I mean, it's January, that's normal, but I'm hoping it'll pass quickly because it's pretty chilly and a little blustery, a little bit of snow. Hopefully it'll pass quickly. So here we've got that. The ear looks a little funny, but that's okay. So we're going to do that. And then try to bring that one around and trying to keep sort of the integrity of the design, which is a little bit more graphic. So I'm trying not to make it too perfect or like to look exactly like the camel. I think this actually, I like it that this was more curved, kind of. I think I'm just going to curve it out to make it more cartoony so it doesn't actually look precise. I just want it to look a little bit more cartoony. Okay, I'm going to bring that one in. Okay, around here. And then we are going to start forming the legs. Cold and gray. Oh, how cold is your cold, Amber? In Celsius, if you don't mind, because Fahrenheit doesn't mean anything to me. I would have to look it up. But if you can tell me about, if you know in Celsius, I'd be curious to know what your perception of cold is compared to our perception of cold. Because I don't think it gets as cold there as it does here. So we've got that, and I'm just really trying to just follow the template because that's the easiest way to get it to look proportion-wise correct. And we'll just do what we can. So I'm just kind of, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm pushing it against the paper with my fingernail and just really following the lines exactly as they are. So hopefully my measurement for the wire is good, and then you'll know exactly how much wire you're going to need if you follow this pattern. 6 to 7 degrees. Oh, well, I don't feel too sorry for you because it's like minus probably 7 to 10 degrees here. So, but I understand it's not fun when it's gray all the time. I know you guys get a lot more gray weather than we do. So I can sympathize with that. Although today is a great day, but we do have some beautiful sunny days in the winter. And that's always a blessing. And the fact that the days are longer is so nice because we used to go to our shipper place and it would be already getting dark at 3:30, but now it doesn't get dark till almost 5. So that's the only way we can tolerate the winter is to have that a little bit more daylight. So there we go. So now let's just keep following the design. And I think I will, what did I say? Oh, I'm going to finish it at the tail, right? Is that what I said? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so if we're going to finish it at the tail, we actually have more than enough wire. So we're going to bring this one here and up, around, and around. And then I think I'll just bend that one out for the tail. Okay, whoops, we need a right angle. And there we go. What's the weather like where you are, Mirta? Is it summer there? I've lost track. Or spring? Or is it also winter? I've really lost track. Okay, so we're gonna, I wanna measure this to this, make sure that the proportions are right, and then this one, we're going to wind it around. So we're gonna start that bend with these. So look, I have quite a bit of extra wire, that a little too much now. Okay, there. So we're gonna have like this much extra wire. Let's clip it off and clip -8. Wow. Ooh, yeah, you're cold like us, Connie. Wow, that is cold. Is that average for January where you are? Because I think you're a little more south than us. 5 inches off, so 13. So let's just also say 13. Let's say about 14 inches. 14 inches for that one, about. Okay, now, and you're near the lake, so maybe you get cold from the lake. It's about right, eh? Yeah, it must get windy. Okay, so there we go. Okay, and clip, not clip this. We want to pinch this so it's going to hold in place. I might have needed to clip it a little more. Okay. Yeah, we just had to pinch that a little bit more in place. Okay. Pinch it a little bit more, but you don't want to pinch through the wire either. Okay, so there is our camel here. Looks pretty good. You can always get, yeah, it's windy here. It's a little blustery. There we go. I should go somewhere warm and do a live stream from somewhere warm. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't think I've ever done that. That'd be super fun. Okay, just wouldn't know where to go. There we go. Okay, that looks good. I like the funky little legs. I like the way it looks, kind of like a cutout type of thing. I'm really happy with this one actually. And then the tail, we can just bring it down. And we want to just keep the tail simple. So why don't we go ahead and just take these and go that way, and that way, pushing it against the pliers, and that way. And then rather than wind the wire around, I'm just gonna clip it. Oh, let's do that. We should do a retreat somewhere. A wire making retreat. That would be so fun. I mean, it's actually doable. It's just a matter of organizing it and finding a place that we could go that's affordable and safe and warm. That would be fun. We should plan that for next year. Do a wire maker's retreat. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Let me know if you'd be in for that. That would be amazing. Okay, so now that one's done. Let's remove this so we have it. I cut my fingernails short. There's our camel. Let me remove that. And let's find some thin wire to make it fancy. So these are 24 gauge, I believe. I could also use 26 gauge, which I have there. Let me make sure I have all my, these are from the by the dozen ones, 24. And this is, no, let's stick with 24. 26 is a little thin. What's this one? 24, this is also 24. So we have some really nice colors. And let's go with that. Oh, beads too would be cool. I could get to where you are by driving. Yeah, We could go somewhere. You could drive to Florida, couldn't you? Could drive to Florida. That'd be warmer. Although Florida right now isn't that warm, to be honest. I think they're having a bit of a cold spell. But yeah, there we go. What next? How are we going to do this? Let's get the colors that we want. Maybe not yellow. We could get some green, pink, and purple. Let's get some of these. These colors are really nice. Here's more of an orange. And I have a lot of 24 gauge green. I like the green. And the purple's nice. And how do we want to do it? That's the question. So I was thinking, this one's more squared. I might go for more this type of thing to round it around a little bit. It reminds me of the skull. Remember the sugar skull? It's kind of the same concept of that, just putting in some decorations and stuff. So maybe we can start with the top and just get a piece of the pink, and let us start with maybe 6 inches, and we can do 6 inches, 6 inches of pink. Let's do that. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm psyched about that retreat now. We have to plan something, guys. That would be so fun. Find some fun projects. Maybe go somewhere with sea glass and do some wire wrapping sea glass and stuff. That'd be awesome. I would love that. And just find things in nature and make stuff with it. That's my thing. You know, when I travel, I pick up stuff all over the place and I'll just make crafts with what I can find. And that's, to me, a wonderful part about traveling, is just improvising and being creative. And I remember one time we went, I think it was Minneapolis, we went to a craft show, an art show, and a lady was making dolls, like little cloth dolls, and I thought they were so cute. And then shortly after, we went to the museum and they were having a craft workshop, and they had all these scraps of fabric and stuff, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna just grab some fabric and bring it back to the hotel room. And then I got a little sewing kit at the hotel room, and I made a little cloth doll that was so cute, inspired by the craft show and the museum and things like that. And they were so, it was just so sweet and so cute. And I didn't really care how it actually turned out. I just loved the process of making it. So when I travel, I do that all the time. And last week we went to, there's a museum that I'd never been to in Dorval, and I picked up some craft kits at that. This is cute, eh? Just little loopy things. And I brought them to where my nieces were, and when I went to see my parents. And so we made, well, I was more interested than my nieces. One of them's more into books, and the other one, she kind of like hung out for a little bit and just to, you know, have fun and hang out. But I spent much more time on the craft than the kids did. And that's what I love to do. Just anything creative. It could be wire, it could be art, it could be crafts. I could just do it all day long. So that's good. We're just adding this. We're going to slowly add decorations. I think I'm going to bring this back to the front. So we really didn't need 6 inches of wire here. Maybe 3 inches would have been plenty. I'm just trying to make it nice and decorative. So I'm going to bring this one in here. They will not slide so much once you have a few pieces like added to it. I'm not going to worry too much about that. Hopefully they won't flip all over the place. So 6 inches is way too much. I would say, let's see, 6, 3 inches. Let's say 3 inches of the pink. 3 inches of the pink. It's actually fuchsia. And tonight I'm going figure drawing again, which I'm super excited about with my friend Patricia. And I am looking forward to that. That's at a local coffee shop. They get a model in, and you pay a certain price and you can draw the model, and there's no teacher, you just do your thing. So I'm very excited about that. This is flipping a little bit, but I think once I have all of the pieces in there, it's going to be okay. So you could have put also a bead there, but I might just go ahead and do something with the wire. And maybe what I could do is I'll cut up a slightly bigger piece, maybe this time 6 would be plenty. Okay, so 6, and clip it. Every time I say clip it, I think of Mustafa. He's probably back at school now, so we might not be seeing him for a while. And if I want to maybe bring, okay, so I'm gonna have part of it's gonna be underneath here, and then the other part I'm gonna bring around, because I will, rather than cutting separate pieces of wire, I'm gonna keep this one to do a row down here, which might or might, oh, I don't think I've left enough wire. So let's just bring it down. Let me fix that a little bit. Straighten it out a little bit with the nylon jaw pliers. And I'm gonna have more wire down here and less wire up here. So say we have about 4 inches there and maybe 2 inches here. So we're gonna bring this one around, that, and then up through the middle. Okay, we're gonna bring that one up through the middle, attach it, and then bring it in here. I think that works well when you just make a longer wire and use it twice. So we're just going to bring this one here. And our Argentina provinces have llamas, guanacos. We're the same family. Cool. Yes, remember I did llamas before. Actually, I did a kind of thing like this on the llama already. I should have checked to see what I already did, because maybe I'm repeating myself here. But yeah, I did a little thing on the llama already. Let me look that up to see. Let me just see, because I don't want to do the exact same thing. And I'm not sure if that was already on. That might have been on the new channel. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check. I think it was. Okay, let's check. Switch accounts. Is there too many accounts? And let's go to the channel, live streams. Okay, so these are the ones I've already done. I do the llama on this one, on this channel, or the last one. Remember that, Mirta, with the numbers and the head? I could just search it. It must have been a while ago. Oh no, it must be on my other channel, unless I passed it. Okay, switch. Let's go here. Channel, live. Okay. Oh. Okay. So these are quite old. I wonder when I would have done the llama. Oh, here, look at that. Oh, okay, it's not quite the same. Oh, I'm wearing the same shirt. Ha ha ha, that's hilarious. Okay, rather than do that, I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah, I don't think you can see it, it's beads. Take my glasses off. Yeah, okay, so this is good, this is different. This is with beads instead of wire. So we're gonna bring this one up here, and you know, maybe I can do this a couple of times. Let's do this. Let's clip it. Let's do the same thing with another wire. Okay. Oh, I'm happy that I'm not repeating myself. But it is similar to the one I did with the sugar skull. we have a line there. I almost said so, and I stopped myself. Do we do purple, dark purple maybe? Let's do the light purple. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more, maybe 8 inches or something. And could also do copper or brown. And let us put this one here, maybe. So we're gonna put this one here. And we are going to, I like this idea. So now we're gonna bring it here underneath and do a detail. Make sure it's like right underneath. And now we'll do a detail in here. And this way we don't have to always clip our wires. We can, oops, my hands are slippy. I put hand cream on. And we're gonna pull that. And bring it, let's bring it through again. I don't know if we're gonna be able to fit a third wire in there, but maybe not. And then we're gonna bring this one down. Okay, and then up. Okay, that's cool. So we're gonna bring this one up here and then finish it off like we did the green one. So just bring it to the back. I've cut these wires too long, but that's okay. Okay, I have to take my glasses off to see this. Ah, there. So it's a little long. And maybe we could do one more color. How about orange or red? Let's see what we got. I think maybe the orange is fun. Okay, let's do orange. Again, about 8 inches, I guess. This wire seems thin, but it is the 24. Maybe I used one that was 22. I think it's all right. And let us, here, bring it down underneath here. So for that, we want to bring this around. And then around. It kind of makes a cool little design on there too when you just wound it around. And we're going to bring this right underneath. Okay. And do one more loop in here. Just to give it as much density and detail as possible. Okay. I'm just gonna bring it in. Maybe we'll just coil it in there. Maybe I won't even do a loopy thing because we're going to run out of space. So maybe I will just coil it here rather than do that loop thing because it's getting really small and I'm not sure that's gonna work. But we can do a coil and it gives it a little bit of detail and fills in the space of the wire. There, perfect. Put the glasses back on and clip it. Okay, nice. So that's looking good, looking fancy. Making sure this is somewhat centered. And now we have to deal with these wires. Now, I don't want to just do loops. Maybe I want to do a zigzag or something. So why don't we get the end of our chain nose pliers and just bend that up. And I'm just going to use the end of the pliers and zigzag this. Okay. Back and forth. I'm not sure how many we're going to need. And let's see if that's enough. Maybe it's too many. Oh, that looks good. And I think we have two. Do we have to go back down again? Because this one is more down there. So let's bring this one down. Okay. you're gonna have to improvise a little bit. There. Okay. Oh, it looks cool. It really looks like fabric. Okay. Now let's just go ahead and wind this. I guess if we thought we need to do another row, we could keep that wire too. It just depends on how big we want this to be. And then now for this one, what kind of designs did I do on there? Oh, I did these type of things. Those are cool. Yeah, I could do more loopy loops. Yeah, maybe I can do that. But maybe do them more, not so tight. Maybe I'll just do them free form rather than with the pliers, because with the pliers, they look pretty tight. But if we do it free form, then they're going to look a little bit more organic. Quite pretty, actually. Because the pliers make like a really tight loop. But when you do it this way, I wouldn't use any thicker wire than 24 because it's going to be hard to get this like free form loop thing. Just makes them less round and more natural looking. And they're not all even, but that's fine because we want them to look not perfect. Yeah, see, that looks cool. Do I want to still keep this purple bit? That's what I'm not sure about, but that we can decide later. But I think I'm done with the green because it's not long enough to do anything with. So let's go ahead and clip that. Okay. And there we have the camel. And if that's too pokey, you could pinch it in. Okay. Let's get the glasses on. Let's see if anybody's commenting. Corey, how are you? First sitting services. Aw, thank you. So here is the little decoration. And then now we could do something with the orange wire to do another row of decorations. But let's wind it down a little bit. Yeah, this orange wire is quite thin, but it's supposed to be 24, unless it's 26. It seems really thin. So we're going to bring this one right down. And let's make some more decorations. So if we want this time for it to be different, you could make it more wavy. So let's go ahead. Oops, no, let's get the round ones. So we're going to take this and go up and down and up and again. It might not be even, but I'm just going to do a wave. And you guys can do any combination of these patterns that you like. It's like drawing patterns. I remember when I did the 10-day drawing challenge, I think one of the days was just to make patterns. And it's fun. It's like doodling. So we're kind of making patterns with wire. It'd be fun to do a sampler of wire patterns. When I was in high school, my art teacher did a module on embroidery, and one of the things we had to do was to do a sampler with all of the embroidery stitches, which I still have them. I'll have to show them to you. I could probably grab them after this, but so they're all, when was I in high school? 40 years ago. I still have, my mom had framed them. But when they moved, we got a lot of their artwork. So I took it out of the frame and just have the patterns now. And my sister had one too, because we had the same art teacher. yeah, she was an amazing art teacher, and probably the reason I'm an artist today, because she challenged us and made us realize the importance of art and really developed our skills. Okay, so let's bring this one around and see. Makes a cool design. Let's get our nylon jaw pliers to flatten it a bit. There. Mandalas have lots of patterns. Yes, that would be nice to do a mandala with these patterns. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, nobody talked about mandalas when I was in high school. It's something that's more popular now, but I don't think I'd ever heard of a mandala until I was an adult. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, it's definitely something my art teacher would have talked about if it was in her sort of realm of awareness at that point in time. I know she'd traveled a lot, so she'd probably seen them, but we never really talked about them in high school. So this is a little wonky in there, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. So this would be how it looks here, and from there we can go ahead and wind the wire around. But now, is it too much? If it's too much, just you can remove one, just pull it out a little bit, and then take the end and wind it around. Okay, so we're going to go around a couple of times. If you need more, just go around 3 times if you think it's going to hold better. And clip it. There. Perfect. And give it a trim. Okay, that looks good. Excellent. So we just have to do any adjustments you have. If you need to tighten it up a little more, you can also do that. So just take this and tighten it. Just take it and turn it, and that'll tighten it up a little bit more. So now you can adjust it as much as you need. Bring it in a little bit more. That's really cute. In fact, I might just end it there because we don't need it too long. I think that's good. I don't know if we need another row or not. Let's see, if we thought we needed another row, we could bring it down. You would just bring it down here. You can bring it around here. And just to see if we do need another row, we could bring it around here. So say we wanted to finish it off with a straight line, we could do it that way. Or we can leave it like that. Let's see, we could just do a little curve. I don't know if it needs it or not. Let me just do something with this last one just to see, because I can always clip it off if it doesn't look good. So say we do want to give it a little bit more detail. We can do another zigzag, and then we're going to see if it needs it. Since I have this wire, so I may as well verify, because if I cut it off, I'll never know. But if I try it, it's starting to look like an Easter egg. It's a Easter camel. Back and forth. This might make it look a little more finished. We're going to see. There. Zigzag is definitely an easy pattern to make. I don't know, I kind of like it. What do you guys think? Does it need the, here, let me hold it up. Does it need the zigzag? Let me bring it up. Over here. Or does it not need the zigzag? You like the zigzag? Okay, cool. Let's do it. It's there. I mean, why not, right? So let's just bring that one over. Gives it a little bit more of a finish. And it's always good to test it, because if you don't test it, you don't know. But I agree with you. I like it. It looks finished. And let's go ahead and bring the wire around here. And then we're going to see if we want to do you like it too. Awesome. Okay, so let's clip that end. Oops, flat pliers. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Now, do we want maybe we can get these pliers and just do some, let's just flatten it out a little bit. Here we go. Okay, perfect. This flips up a little bit, but we can just push it down a little bit. Okay, so there's the camel. I kind of do like the thing around his neck. So that's also something we're going to see if it works or not. So let's get another piece of wire. This one's a little dark. Maybe the pink one. Maybe the pink one. I don't know why some of these wires are a little thicker. We're going to see. Okay. So let's cut a piece that's about 4 inches. Beautiful. Thank you. Sky is the limit. Yes. The sky is the limit. Okay. Now, if we do a little thing around the nose, I'm not sure I like this or not. We're going to see. So say we bring this one around. I feel like this wire is a little thick. Let me get a thinner one. I don't know why the pink is thicker. The purple, I could have just used the end of the purple, but I don't think I had enough. Let me just see. Orange, purple. Maybe I'll try the purple again. I just don't think I had enough before. I mean, I might have. And yeah, so then ideally we could have just continued it from one of these sides. And if we bring this one up here, we're going to try it. Even if we have to remove it, it's fine. Okay, there, and then around here. I mean, it would make sense to have this because it has the thing on the back, but also it might not look good. Okay, so if we have that, that would just come down and around. And then in theory, you can just have it come up here, and then it would be somewhat attached to this part. Okay. So I'm going to clip this for now, and then if we don't like it, we can remove it. Okay, and then this one, I think we would just push that down and trim it. Okay, so there's the camel, and so you guys could put that on the camel or not. Let's see. What do you think? You guys let me know if you think it should have it or not. Spirograph. Oh, I love Spirograph. So fun. You love the reins. Okay, perfect. So we're done, guys. That's it. So we did. I wonder if I can bring it up so I can show you closer. So here's the one, the last one. And there's our weird snail camel that I might or might not do something with. Looks a little odd, but that's okay. And then our little earring camel that we could do something with too. And then I'll try to dig up those sketches for the other ones that I made before and maybe make one too another time. So there's that. Thank you guys. A couple of sets of spigraphs. I love them so much. That's so fun. Aw, thank you. Let me just grab that thing I mentioned to you. I'll just be a second. Found it. So this is the sampler I made in high school, and it's all stitches. So yeah, you could totally do something like this in wire. These are the different embroidery stitches, and they all have different names and fun things. So I'd have to find a book. I could probably replicate them without a book, but so that's fun. That's what this is reminding me of. So I'll definitely gonna explore some of these. Oh my gosh, I signed it. H. Boyd 82. So that's in 1982. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, so cool. Thank you guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip the screen and say goodbye. The year you were born. Oh, really? That is so cool. Oh my gosh, that's so wild. 82, I was in grade 10, I think, grade 10 art or something. That's so funny. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out. That was super fun. Thank you. I think it was Kate was her name that requested the camels. So I really, really appreciate that. Oh, I forgot to put on my necklace. There we go. I usually wear this every day. The bike. This one I made 30 years ago. Thank you so much, Amber, for hopping on and moderating the chat all the time. I really super appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. And thank you guys so much for hopping back on the train and doing these live streams. I had a request for the T-Rex, so either I'll do that this week or I'll do that next week. I might have to do it beforehand. I don't know when she needs it. And yeah, keep those requests coming and have an amazing rest of the day or rest of the night. And we'll see you next time. Bye.